Modern roundabouts are becoming common around the United States and are a key component of the Lake County highway system. When driving through roundabouts, drivers should remember 4 simple things. Drive slowly, yield to traffic coming from the left and pedestrians, no passing, and for multi-lane roundabouts, pick the correct lane. Before you enter the roundabout, think about where you want to go after the roundabout.
So we are here about to drive the roundabout at Everett and Riverwoods. And Bill Edson here, engineer with the Lake County Division of Transportation, is going to show us how to do it. So Bill, what is a roundabout?
Well, Ryan, a modern roundabout, it's a circular intersection where as drivers approach, they steer to the right and then they travel counterclockwise through the intersection around a center island. As you approach the roundabout, you're going to look for pedestrians and you're going to yield to those pedestrians. You're going to yield to traffic that's in the roundabout, and then you're going to exit at your preferred street. And again, as you're leaving, you're going to watch for pedestrians. Roundabouts have slower speeds and they result in fewer severe crashes and reduced delays for drivers. When you're driving through the roundabout and you're in the circle, don't stop to let anybody in. They need to wait for you to pass by them. So you're in the circle, it's your turn to go, you have the right of way.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Okay.
If they're outside of the circle, it's their turn to wait. They need to wait for you, and then they get to go when there's a gap.
Okay, good. Yeah, I've seen that when I'm driving in. I get into the circle, and then, I've always been worried. I'm not sure if that person entering, if I need to yield to them, but as you said, it makes sense. Once I'm in, I need to go in, keep going, and then get out, and they yield to me then.
Exactly.
Awesome. When I go into the roundabout, can I come out the other direction? So basically, can I do a U-turn?
Yeah, so a U-turn's fine. If you want to do a U-turn, you just go in the roundabout, you go all the way around, and you come back out the same side of the roundabout that you started.
Well, I know there's that movie with Chevy Chase, I think it's European Vacation, where they get into the traffic circle and they just keep going around and around and around.
Can't get out.
Can we go in and just go for a joyride, go around a couple of times?
Well, we don't want to go around as many times as you saw in the movies, but it's okay to go around the roundabout an extra time if you realize you missed your spot.
The first 4 roundabouts built in Lincolnshire, Old Mill Creek, and Lake Villa were all single-lane roundabouts. But the newest roundabout in Lake Barrington, set to open in late 2015, is a dual-lane roundabout, and there are some things to be aware of when driving them. At the River Road and Roberts Road roundabout, westbound drivers on Roberts Road need to think ahead about where they want to go so they can be in the proper lane. If you want to go straight through on Roberts Road, you can travel in either lane. If you plan to turn left or make a U-turn, you must be in the left lane as you approach the roundabout. Yield to traffic coming from the left, then proceed around the circle to River Road. Eastbound drivers on Roberts Road also need to get in the proper lane early. If you want to turn right, get in the right lane and turn right. Drivers who want to continue onto Roberts Road should stay in the left lane and drive through the curve continuing eastbound on Roberts Road. Northbound drivers on River Road need to pay attention to where they are going so they can follow the correct path through the roundabout. If you want to go right onto eastbound Roberts Road, yield to traffic coming from the left, then proceed to the right onto Roberts Road. If you plan to turn left onto westbound Roberts Road, yield to traffic coming from the left, then drive through the circle. Drivers leaving Oak Hill Road neighborhood should be aware of how the roundabout will affect their travel. As in the past, you will still be allowed to turn left from Oak Hill Road onto eastbound Roberts Road. But, at many times, including when traffic is heavy, drivers may find it easier to turn right and make a U-turn through River Road and Roberts Road roundabout. Although it is slightly longer travel distance, it will shorten your wait time at certain times of the day and keep you from having to cross 3 lanes of traffic.
So when I'm going through the roundabout, if there is a pedestrian that's crossing the road, what do I have to do when I see somebody either walking or biking near a roundabout?
Well, so let me tell you first about what the bicyclist and the pedestrian should be doing. So the bicyclist has a choice. They can either ride through, if they're experienced riders and they're comfortable riding on the road,
okay,
they can ride through like they're a car.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or they can pull off and they can walk their bike like a pedestrian. So the pedestrian, you've got sidewalks and crosswalks. The crosswalks are pulled back a little bit from the circle, and that's where you need to be crossing. So when pedestrians are crossing at the roundabout, what you want to do is you want to stop at the crosswalk. First of all, it's a state law but secondly, it makes the roundabout work more efficiently. Once the pedestrian crosses, you can pull up to the yield line. When you pull up to the yield line, you start to watch for traffic that's coming through the circle.
Okay.
So you're only focusing either on the pedestrian or on the cars. You're not having to focus on both. It also works nice for the pedestrians because they only have to cross one lane of traffic at a time. They cross the inbound lane, they get out to the splitter island, the paved area in between the inbound and outbound lanes, and they can wait there and look for traffic coming the other direction. The key here is you also have to watch for pedestrians when you're leaving the roundabout. And that's the hardest thing to do because you're thinking about getting out of that roundabout, you're excited because you got through it and got to where you're going, and all of a sudden there's a pedestrian there.
So no matter where I am, whether I'm coming into the roundabout or whether I'm leaving the roundabout, if I see any pedestrians, bicycles, whatever, I'm supposed to yield to them and make sure that they can get through safely before I can proceed.
That's exactly right.
Okay, that makes sense.
Lake County is a leader in building roundabouts in Illinois, and that's something we're really proud of. So as of summer of 2015, we have 4 roundabouts built in the county, and we're working on a 5th right now at River Road and Roberts Road. We don't have any firm plans to build any more, but we are considering whether a roundabout's appropriate for any of our roadway improvements every time we do a design and a planning project.
Roundabouts work well when drivers remember to drive slowly. Yield to traffic from the left, don't pass, and choose the correct lane. Remember not to stop in the roundabout. Once you're in the roundabout, keep moving slowly to your destination. Other drivers should yield to you. For more information on Lake County roundabouts and to see more videos or resources, please visit the DOT website.